Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
This is, if you're visiting with us, this is our educational moment where one of us will stand up and give something that maybe you can use today or this week to help grow your business, to grow your networking, to take advantage of a group like this where you can network. You know, Henry Ford said, anyone is old if they decide to stop learning, whether you're 20 or whether you're 80. And anyone who keeps on learning is young. And the greatest thing in life, according to Henry Ford, and he's a pretty successful guy, the greatest thing is to keep your mind young by continuing to learn. And as Mary shared, that's something very core to the BNI philosophy, is growing, is learning. And to that end, we have times like these, where somebody gets up and shares. We have a library that you can check out great stuff on the CDN. We have after chapter training that you can go to. And now with the influx of technology and the internet, there are podcasts where you can basically just go click and listen to somebody very wise share a 10-minute blurb that can really help you. And what I've decided to do as your educational coordinator is on the Facebook page that many of you belong to, every week I'm going to post a new podcast, give a quick summary, so you can go and while you're playing solitaire or working hard or whatever you're doing at your computer, you can listen to something that is actually very good. And this week's, and I just posted it last night, you can go look at it, is called Networking Vampires. Networking Vampires. And this is very relevant to me because Rich Kemper is trying so hard to get me to go see the new Twilight movie. I'm sorry.
We saw it last week.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's a networking vampire? According to Ivan Meisner, who gave the podcast you can listen to, it's somebody that comes to a group like this with the intent of sucking the life out of it. And not to try to bring it down, but have you ever known somebody that just kind of dominates the conversation with what they want, what will help them? And for a networking group, he shared about a guy who joined BNI, and within the first 2 weeks had 40 one-to-ones, 40 sit-downs with other members, which is amazing, and we'd applaud that, but then he quit a few weeks later. You say, well, what was the problem with that? The problem was he had one goal, and he would get with people and then try to do kind of a hard sell on his business, whatever it was, it doesn't matter. But when it didn't work out, he said, this is a cold group, let me get out. Let me go on to find some more hot leads. Well, what's the problem with that? It doesn't mesh with what BNI has found to be successful, and that is giver's gain, that we invest, we build relationships, we build know, like, and trust. Now, I don't think we have networking vampires in here. It's good to be aware that these people are out there. I think what we can have more is networking mosquitoes. Now, a mosquito is not going to suck the blood out of you so you die, but sometimes, have you ever stopped and said, in God's infinite wisdom, why did he create mosquitoes? I mean, really, was there a purpose involved in that? And would it be bad if we just wiped out mosquitoes from the face of the earth? I don't know. But a networking mosquito is somebody who is not, actively trying to just suck, but there's no return. There's very little what they give back. And I think that this is something that we can say, well, how much am I giving back? How much am I serving everyone else? How much am I growing my business by giving to somebody else? Now let me ask you a question. Feedback. If you saw somebody, if you met somebody, if you started to get a vibe, there was a networking vampire or mosquito in the group, what do?
Call Prevail.
Call Prevail. Okay. Spray some chemicals in there. Okay.
Talk to Scott.
Okay, talk to Scott. Cares and concerns. If you have any problems whatsoever, any life, car, anything, call Scott 24/7. He'll help. But somebody like this, it's a good educational moment right there, where you can say, let me ask you, how you're feeling about what you're giving. Is BNI working for you? Because really, according to the stats, it takes about 6 months for us to really invest in BNI to start seeing a significant return. And many people that quit miss that opportunity where you build a track record of who you are. So anyway, as we close, I want to encourage you to not be a BNI networking vampire, but more importantly, focus on growing yourself. Focus on growing other people around you to help you so we can all grow more and not be networking mosquitoes or vampires. Thank you.
There you go.